I'm so triggered by it. I'm triggered by, like, I need answers. I have so many questions all the time, which would drive him crazy. And it's not like, where you going, what you doing? It's just questions. I need to feel secure in everything. But if you look back in my whole childhood, things triggered me to be unstable, from my parents to, relationships. People have let me down in so many areas, from evictions to, when I was young, or
That's good.
I don't want to tell my parents' business, but just different things that made me insecure in the secure area. So I was looking for him to be all these things that I was weak in, and he's like juggling, like, wait a minute, what? I don't even know what you need today. Like, what are you? And it was making me negative. So it's not until you reach down and figure out what that trauma is that you are carrying, that you might even not even know you're carrying, because I had no idea. That's really what was the life-changing point for me, is a healing process of my trauma.
That's good.
Okay, what did he need to do during that season?
It wasn't a him thing, it was a me thing.
Okay.
So it's me working on, now I can literally have a conversation with myself about the trauma that I now recognize. So in those moments, I'm not triggered. So I'm like, that's what that is. Like I can see what triggers me and know how to adapt to it in that moment. But it's not until I realize what that trauma is that I can, so it's not a him thing at all. It's a me thing, if that makes sense.
One thing that I learned in the relationship, Apostle, was we were headed toward a crash. I kept building road to elongate the drive. And one day I recognized and said,
okay, wait. You elongated road to prevent the crash?
Yeah, so what I mean by that is, I see that there's a problem.
Yeah.
But I'm going to create an unhealthy response to it so that there isn't a blow up, because I don't want to fight. I don't want to not fight because I can't fight. I don't want to fight because in the fight I'm uncontrollable.
Okay, wait. Is that some kind of self-admission? I mean, if you fight, you are uncontrollable?
Yeah, it's like, all right, if I fight and you win, then you got to come back tomorrow, because we got to fight again, because I got to win, right? So we just got to fight how many other times we got to fight for me to win. Now, if you want to get it over with, let me win.
So was she experiencing some of that?
Yes, she was, but she's a formidable fighter too.
Formidable.
Right? So you can't just, you can't beat her. You can't
Shaunie
beat
can
her.
kick off the shoes and the earrings?
And I don't fight probably fair. Like, I fight right here. Like, this is I'm not going to yell, I'm not going to scream. My words can get very...
I want that.
Very, like, I can yell.
I want you to have that.
Yeah. I can yell. Don't get me wrong. I can, but his tone and his volume gets loud, so mine comes down, because then he gets more mad, because I'm right here like, so you mad?
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Oh, so
what I did is I
hollering?
said, let's just go ahead and crash.
Yeah.
Let's just crash the car and file the insurance claim, so we can find out what's underneath this hood, because you just keep driving and you're gonna find out that you just don't have enough to get to the finish line.
So can you tell the couples in here
That's good, baby.
about going to get help? How important is that?
Oh, it's so important, because like, there's nobody in here that don't need it. And the people who think they don't need it more than the people who do. Like, there is something called attachment styles, which means you love based on how the people who raised you loved.
Right.
Okay, so your love style was chosen for you. You didn't choose it. So if you were raised in the house where your mother or father was anxious, then you have what's called an anxious attachment style, which means that anytime somebody's not conforming to what you want to do, you get anxious. And then what you do is you act like a child. But the problem is acting like a child when you're an adult is called immature. So you'll cry just like a baby would. You'll go silent like a baby would. And you'll blame the person for what they do, but you don't recognize that this is your love language. This is your attachment style. There's ambivalent. There's all of these different attachment styles. I wrote a book called Lazy Love that just came out, and I had to study this issue. So I personally
You have
recognize.
that book here tonight?
Yeah, I got it right here, matter of fact.
I love it.
I got it right here, Bishop.
Yeah. I mean, is it available for
It's
sale?
available here.
Outstanding.
I've got some, but I wrote the book on it not because, and this is something we always say, not because I was an expert, but because I had some experience. I realized that me and this girl let's just put our seatbelts on, let's crash this car. Let's just go ahead and say what our issues are, because if we don't say it now, it's gonna end up blowing up somewhere down the line, and it's gonna be very costly. So as opposed to letting it build up, I just adopted a style. I said, let's just crash it now. And here's what made it easy. Me and this woman were able to have conversations about what the issues were, knowing that I'm leaving ain't the answer. Mm-hmm. Like, don't say those words to me, and I'm not gonna say those words.
Don't say those words.
So since that ain't what we're talking about, what are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing? Now, what I had to do is I had to start talking to my wife and stop preaching to her. Because being a professional husband...
Leave that part out.
Yeah.
Leave that part out.
It might work over there, it don't work over there.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I start preaching, and like, because you're talking about forgiveness, and the Bible says that when the prodigal son, nobody
Go
trying
all
to hear all
day,
that.
yeah.
Because if she'd have said it to me, I'd have told her, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to hear all that, right? So she didn't want to hear it. So I had to figure out how to talk to her, stop preaching to her, recognize what her attachment styles were. Her father did everything for her. Her grandmother did everything for her. Her mother made her bed until, 60?
You didn't have to tell that. No, my mother actually made
She'll
our
make the
bed
beds for
till I
everybody in the
left.
house right now.
Really?
Like, oh yeah, right
Yeah.
now she will. I mean, I wouldn't let her, but she would. She just, that's her love language.
Right,
but
yeah.
she's not the mom that's gonna come hug you and say I love you.
Yeah.
She's doing everything
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
That's who she is. So
So anytime I didn't look like that,
yeah.
then I was perceived not to show up. And I was like, I'm here the whole time. Like, I'm right here. I'm right here, because in my house, my mama worked at Taco Bell. We made our own bed. We hand washed our clothes in the bathtub. So what I learned is that marriage is the collision of two histories.
Yeah.
And mine was way different than hers.
Yeah.
And this thing exploded right in our face. And I'm
Crash dummies.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just left like, what we gonna do? Because in our house, we use Ajax.
Ajax.
We use Ajax.
They was rich.
No, we weren't.
They used
We were not. We
like
were not.
foam and stuff.
We did not.
We had the yellow and green
we were not.
sponge
We were
where
not.
you could, get the
No,
dirt
like,
off the tub and all that stuff.
My dad was like just a street guy, right? So we
I
didn't
thought you didn't
know.
want to tell their business. See how
Okay, I
you
said, what you trying to say? We rich? No,
Y'all
he
was
just
rich.
hustled and made us think we was rich. We didn't know we wasn't until we get put out. But anyway, it is what it is. But he's right. Like my dad he fought for us. Like I would see my dad get in fights. You know what I mean? Like my mother did everything for us. So it's like when he wasn't that, I would be like, well, my dad would have, and my dad passed